Hello! I wanted to start a channel recently and I saw some of your arts. And I was wondering if you could do my PFP, please?
I normally don't do commissions, but if it's just for PFP, then sure. Could you just send me the link of your channel? I would like to see what could I do to match the mood.
Sure. Here, there's nothing interesting right now, but it's because I'm new.
Okay, thanks. I would see what could I do for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Someone on Discord asked me to make them a profile picture. I normally don't accept commissions, but this time I had a feeling. So I accepted to make the profile picture of someone named Nat. I then asked him to send me the link of his channel. However, after I clicked the link, I saw some videos on his homepage. There were 3 videos. The first video was titled "Coming Back After 4 Years on This Game." And I decided to watch it, but little did I know this wasn't any normal video. When I started the video, Nat was presenting himself at first, talking about how he never posted a lot on this channel, that he just began this survival world, and that he had a journal where he wrote what happened the first day on this world. Nothing unusual. And then he explained to us that his goal right now is to find an axolotl and a parrot as companions on this world, which is a great goal. As we go deeper into this video, we discover that Nat's camera is glitching a lot, and that he wants to change it, but doesn't do it for now. We don't know why, but he got his reasons, I guess. After walking for a while, he actually found a cave and decided to go in it. But before going in it, he tried to create a path out of blocks to have more facility in the cave. And that's when we see it. There's a camera glitch on his gameplay, but this time, it's really unusual. We can see his inventory, but it changed during that glitch. Like he has a soul torch now, and honey blocks. That's when I've tried combining each letters to maybe have a sentence. What I mean by that is that if you have 5 blocks of honey, you take the 5th letter of honey blocks, the name of the item. So here the letter would be Y, and so on. So here this is what I got so far. But I've only got a bunch of nonsense. I've tried different ciphers at first, but nothing. Maybe a translator or even Morse code? Maybe it was a link or an URL. I'm sure it meant something, but still nothing. I guess it didn't mean anything. Well, at least I've tried. He then proceeded to mine again and again, looking for good things in it. After mining for some minutes, here it is. Nat was now in front of something that looked like a clutch cave for him, but the camera kept glitching more and more, and he decided to go away from it. But there we go again, another glitch, where this time we see that his coordinates have changed. Nat just moved under him? I mean, it could have been a glitch in Minecraft or the recording. And I guess that's how day 1 ends. And yet there's still so many questions left unanswered. Let's hope that the next footage gives us some answers. So, we load the next footage called "Found This Weird Village." The next day, that's what it looked like, Nat is talking about what he saw yesterday in that cave, and that today is the day he's going to explore it. And he shows us what he wrote in his journal this time.
Okay, day 2. I wanted to search today, but then I got into a cave to find interesting things when I discovered a weird structure with webs everywhere. It looked like a lush cave at first, but It made my camera really glitched.
And then, off we go. We see Nat in front of his house and afterward looking at the village like it's the last time he's going to see it. And so, at that moment, he began his exploration. And finally arrived yet again in front of that giant web wall. He broke some webs with his iron sword and entered the wall. And then... Nat saw one of the most beautiful things he ever saw for now, a village. And he does something that everyone wants to do in that situation. He goes in every house and searches for items and for some hints about this place too, but doesn't take anything. He's still suspicious about this place, which is completely understandable. There was also other things too, like an arena, some farms, a swing, and a lot more. And he goes back to exploring. But as he checks the chests, he found a piece of paper with a weird name on it. And there are 3 papers like this one. So, when we put the books in order, it gives us this. Finally, a mystery to solve. And still nothing. But if ciphers don't work, maybe it's a link. And combining these 3 names give us exactly a link. YouTube URL on Nat's channel. And the video is called The Buddies Village. Memory 1? Why did Nat hide this video? I'm sure there's nothing bad in it. In this video, we can see Nat playing with someone, but the name is censored. Nat talks with him as if they know each other.
Where are you?
I'm mining.
Oh! So, did you find something?
Nope, nothing. All I found was iron. I wish I could have found something better though.
Come on, man. I'm sure I'll find something better. After all, we only started today.
Alright. If you say so.
Well, gotta go now. See you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. See ya.
And that's all we get. But if you look at the video's title, you can see that this is the exact same name of this village. The Buddies Village. But the 2 villages seem totally different from each other, and Nat doesn't even realize it yet that these 2 villages were connected. Which is weird. Why would these villages be connected to each other? I mean, one is from Nat's video, and one is from a new world that Nat played not too long ago. We'll catch on about this later. Nat then gets into one of the house and put a spawn point on one of the beds. When Nat approached the exit, we see that he passes right next to a fountain. And on the fountain, there is written, "The key of the world." A key? For what? Why would we need a key for something? I guess we'll have to keep this in mind. Maybe it's going to be important for this world in the future. Nat is now in front of the village exit. He looks around, nothing.
What is that? 2 big pillars?
And and then the gates opened. Nat was surprised at first, but then got out. Suddenly, everything turned dark. He was now into a forest, and it was nighttime.
Oh, what? No. Bro, why is it suddenly night?
The trees are surprisingly taller than the average spruce trees in Minecraft. They were like twice the size of normal spruce trees. He then started to go deeper into this mess. There was some weird noises in this mess too. Nat is talking on how since he hasn't played Minecraft for so long, he doesn't know if those noises were really from the game or something else. He kept going ahead. But it felt like he was stuck in a labyrinth of trees, except that here he couldn't follow a wall on the right to lead the way. There was only trees around him. He then started to walk around hoping that he would find a way out of here, but there was no chance. Unless there was this big tree in the way.
Oh my, you can talk? What? What? What are you talking about? I'm just a random guy.
I would never mistake a voice to kill. No, prepare for hell.
Are you okay?
The forest has gotten darker, and that thing is chasing Nat, but this is no use. This forest is an endless maze. No matter where you go, you'll end up seeing the same trees over and over. Footsteps everywhere, loud breathing. It started to feel like a horror for Nat. Until he found a lake. Without thinking, he jumped into it and found a little gap of hair between some rocks. That was it. He only needed to hide until that thing goes away. And the camera cut. When it came back, eventually, he was spared. What a relief. But did you guys notice what that thing said? If I don't catch him, he will probably delete my existence. Who is he? That thing was the only thing that we saw in that forest. Is there some kind of ruler in this place? And if so, why does it want to capture Nat? Why does he want Nat? Let's hope nothing bad is going to happen. After all that, Nat begins to search for an exit in this hell. And I guess luck was on his side because right after he found a secret path that he hadn't seen before. It kinda looked weird, however, I guess it was not a problem to Nat, so he goes in. Right at the end of this path was a beautiful place with sunflowers all around, and a long path awaited Nat. It was kind of a floating island. It was a beautiful place. I think Nat was also surprised to see all of this, but he didn't take the time to admire the landscape. He was still traumatized about what happened in the forest, but still tested to see if anyone was there. And nobody was. He just straight up walked till the end of the path, just looking around him. And finally, when he reached the end of the path, he immediately looked at the edge of this island. Nothing but water. And so, he jumped and fell down from the sky. However, he still managed to end into water again. There was a rail and a nice floor right next to him. But there was also something else. When Nat walked, he found a train station. Nat decided to approach it, and he waited. And waited and waited.
So much has happened already. But deep inside, I feel like someone is waiting for someone to save them. No matter if it's either a stranger or an old friend of mine. I miss him. I never knew how I would feel if I lost you, but now I understand how big of an impact can have on others. If I ever meet you again, I wish I could play with you again.
Then he started writing nonsense in the chat. I mean, what else could he do? That's when he realized his inventory changed. Now, this is interesting because since he entered that world, he has the inventory that was shown earlier in the first Chimera glitch, remember? The one that we saw in his survival world. But why? Why is that inventory so important? And why does he have it in this world? This inventory really means something important, and we'll find a way to solve it, I promise. While waiting, Nat didn't realize that an hour passed. He just kept staring at the rails, talking to himself. Until a train arrived. And Nat hopped in. I guess that's how footage 2 ends. An ending maybe with hopes and dreams for Nat. And yet, there's another person named in this dialogue. I miss him. Who could be him? So Nat did play Minecraft to find someone. But there are still things that we haven't investigated in this second footage. As you saw, there are signs everywhere. And when I tried ciphers, it didn't work again. So, maybe URLs. And I was right. All of them were different videos on Nat's channel on Unlisted. And so, we found ourselves with 3 videos. Tag in the Wood, Memory Point 2, Chilling in the Field, Memory Point 3, and Exploration in the Sea, Memory Point 4. Why are all of them finishing with memory? What does it means? Some kinds of archives or actual memories from that? Is Nat stuck in the computer? Oh, that couldn't be. That couldn't be it. Let's just watch the memories. Memory 2 is just a video of Nat playing in a express food.
Bro, come on man, where are you?
You haven't searched everywhere.
I did, I'm sure.
Alright, here I come.
And the footage ends. Still questioning on what was that glitch at the end, but I'm sure it's Nat's camera, so we'll just keep going. Memory 3 is pretty empty. It's just the footage of Nat in a sunflower field. Does this reminds you of anything? I'm pretty sure it reminds you of that one field in the floating island from earlier where Nat jumped. And the footage glitches again for a split second, just like the second memory. But that's all we get. I mean, not really. Because, you see, if we turn off the subtitles, these aren't normal subtitles. There is more.
Hey Nat, I don't know how to tell you this. I went to the hospital, looked at the papers they handed me, and then my hands started shaking. They told me I only have 1 week left. Just 1 week left with you and my family. I'm so sorry it has to end like that. I didn't want it to be dramatic or anything like that. But please, don't be sad when I'm gone, okay? See you later, but in a long time. Goodbye.
And the footage ends. But who's talking in the subtitles? Was it some kind of trapped entity in the computer? And how did it know Nat? Is this Nat? I don't think it is, because Nat wouldn't say their own name. And this thing told that they only have 1 week left. 1 week left before what? Are they going to leave? Die? Be deleted? But they said that a doctor told them news. So maybe it is a person who's trying to speak to Nat through the subtitles of this memory? Maybe Nat knows this person, but we don't for now. Or maybe we do, and it's just the person from the last 2 memories. But we'll have to confirm this. In order to do it, we need to analyze the last memory footage. Lastly, memory 4. It's still Nat and that unknown person. This time they're in a boat. Nat is looking at us.
When are we going to arrive?
Oh my god, calm down. It's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I want to build the arena, so you can finally teach me PvP.
That's why you're so impatient? You sound like a child.
Hey, I just like adding emojis.
Sure. Have you ever took something serious?
I can be serious. What do you mean? Look.
And wow, I think something bad happened to the person we see in every videos with Nat. And it seems that it was something really deep. Something worse than a simple survival world. And there was indeed something more here. On the tombstone, it's written Mentor. And the second frame shows us a death certificate. Is Mentor the one we see in every footage with Nat? If so, is he the same person on that certificate? We can't know who died on the certificate because, you know, Mentor isn't the real name and we don't know if Mark Nocturne isn't somebody else. But if you look closely at the dates, you will see that these two are pretty similar. March 21st, 2022. And since on the tombstone, there's written Mentor, I think we have our answers. We still don't know if Mentor is the one behind the subtitles, but I think we could keep this as a theory. But did you guys notice something? Look back at the footage and look back at Nat's memories. Don't you guys see similarities? I mean, we previously stated that the Buddies village were technically the same, but if you look closely, really closely, for example, Tag in the Woods, doesn't this remind you of the forest? The one with the 3 creatures? Or doesn't the sunflower field remind you of that exact same sunflower field in the footage? And exploration in the sea, where the train could represent the boat. Aren't these so similar somehow? What if this world was based off Nat's memories? But if so, how? How would a simple Minecraft world replicate exactly Nat's memories? Unless, since we know Mentor is dead, what if he's trying to communicate with Nat through videos, through the computer? What if he's sending special messages only for Nat to see. But if Nat put those videos on unlisted, that means he's ignoring it? Why? Why would Nat ignore his own friend messages? I mean, it would be pretty weird though. If you ever receive videos on your channel that aren't used, you will probably unlist them all and see and solve by yourself. But here, Nat doesn't say anything. And look, I know I'm probably the worst detective out there. I know I'm probably not the best. I'm sure there's probably other people who could have done this. But I've discovered all of this, and I'm going to solve this by myself. I'm going to tell you everything that I know about, and even if there's things that we don't know about it yet, I'm going to solve this, whatever it takes. Now that we talked a little more about footage 2, I think we can move on to footage 3. At the train, Nat stopped at a station, and he got out of it after a long trip. However, when he got out, he wasn't expecting a kind of place like this. It felt like, for the first time in a while, he was finally at peace with his own mind. This place was full of blossom blooming everywhere, one of the most beautiful flowers in Minecraft. However, when he continued walking, the landscape was more white and felt more cold. Then he froze. Right in front of him was a glitchy black silhouette staring at him. Seems like peace didn't last long. I am going to show you guys the rest of the footage, but before that, I would like to warn everyone who doesn't support flashing lights and loud noises.
Don't you remember? Why don't you leave? Please, it hurts. Get out!
Nat ran as fast as he could and tried to go back to the train that sent him. When he got there, he left in the train again. Did you guys just notice what was here? The name wasn't censored for a short amount of time, and it was Raven. This person, Raven, they seemed very aggressive toward Nat. Why? Could this person be the one trying to kill Nat? The one that the tree was talking about? My theory for now is that this is in fact the person who summoned the tree creature. Otherwise, why would the tree try to kill Nat just like that Raven person tried to? Let's just hope that Nat will be fine. I guess he just hopped back onto the train, and this time he just ignored every other stations and waited until the terminus. Here we are. After going back onto the train, we go into a strange place. I mean, it looks pretty good, but what is that? Nat gets out from the train at this station to explore, and because it was the last one. When he got out, he saw a path decorated with bushes, but the deeper you go, the more decayed they are. There's also a big gap with water under and a bridge that allows him to go on the other side. Then he stopped.
Well. Isn't that the mortal that I should kill?
Oh, what? Not again.
My existence isn't a problem to you, but yours is to mine.
No, I'm just a random person.
Oh, is that so?
What?
Oh, my dear. The more you explore, the deeper you discover, and the more it will hurt.
What?
Oh, my poor innocent youth. I'm afraid you will have to perish. After all, these were the orders of Raven.
Oh, what the?
After falling again, he then mined some dirt blocks to go back to the surface. Nat looks above to see if that statue was still here, but it was gone.
It's gone? Okay, bro. What are you? Jealous of my charisma? Oh, alright, I'm kidding. Totally.
And here again, some creature tried to kill him. And this time, a name is mentioned again. Raven. That Raven again. Is he some kind of ruler in this place, summoning all those entities? Is he the one who wants Nat dead? What could they want to do with him? What does Nat have that interest in that Raven guy? One thing is sure, Nat is in danger. We have to continue. When Nat finally got back to the top, he walked along a path, and around him, everywhere were tombstones? Was this place a cemetery? Why would last station be a cemetery? Was it going to be the end? I hope not. And yet, the cemetery didn't feel creepy or sad. It felt calm. It didn't feel like there were some kind of vengeful spirits. Just an ordinary cemetery. That was weird. There's nothing to be scared about him. Maybe the tombstones are reminding him of his friend. But why isn't he mentioning the one concerned? Why isn't he saying Mentor's name? That's pretty weird. Well, there's nothing else about this place here, except the giant building in front of him.
Whoa, what? I didn't know being a Reaper could pay that much.
Yeah, I don't think Nat is taking it really seriously. Maybe that's his way to fight his fear. Let's not pay attention to it. When he first entered this building, he discovered a library. On the right, there was a desk and a button. Nat pressed it. But nothing happened. Then of course, he looked around at some book to see if there was anything interesting.
Yeah, I never liked reading that much. I love writing though. I even got someone to write his feelings since I don't remember why. He wrote because... I can't recall the reason. But I'm sure it was for a good reason.
Then Nat saw a corridor and wanted to go inside, but what he didn't notice was another URL. Another memory. And this time, I suppose, this is a memory from Mentor's perspective? And he's writing on a journal.
If you're Nat, what are you doing in my house? Get out!
And we see Nat writing in the chat as well.
Hey pal, what are you doing? Are you there?
And that's all we get. There isn't anything that interesting in this video. I guess we can move on from it now.
I wonder why there's a red carpet leading to bookshelves? Like, are they special or something?
Nat continued his way, followed the red carpets on the ground, when he discovered a secret path. In here, there was a long staircase. Right at the top, there was an arena. When he looked down, there was water again. And he didn't want to make the same mistake again, so he tried to jump across the quartz bridge. Whew, that was close. Across the bridge, there it was, a big arena that Nat couldn't enter. No matter what he tried, he didn't seem to be allowed in, so he tried to find another path. As we can see in here, there are a lot of gravel falling down. He even had to run his way out sometimes in order to continue his exploration, but at least not all the gravel fell down. Then Nat entered into a special room between some rocks. There was stairs again. Some mud staircase. at the end of the tunnel, there was this big cave. And when he entered in that cave, gravel fell down again.
Nat?
Mentor, is that really you?
It clearly has been a while, huh?
You're back. I can't believe it. It is really you. I missed you, friend.
I've missed you too.
How'd you get here? You know, I've seen beautiful things to get here, even if there are creepy creatures who are trying to kill me in-game. But I'm so glad to see you again.
Nat, I was the shadow at the cherry forest.
What? Real funny.
Why the heck would I lie to you about that?
You can stop.
Nat, I'm not in the mood to joke.
Yeah, but you would never try to kill me, right? No.
Let me explain.
You cannot be serious.
Listen to me, Nat.
So, you were the one who were sending all those creatures? Were you trying to kill me?
No, Nat, you don't understand.
Oh, I perfectly understand.
Nat,
What went through your mind? Did you know how scared I was? How hard it was not trying to die in this world? Just because I was curious and naive and for what? Just to realize what? Just to realize that you were the one holding the gun? How weak was I?
I didn't want to kill you for God's sake.
What?
I was trying to protect you. The creatures aren't mine. I tried to protect you, get you out of this mess. But I was too scared to see you again.
Mentor, you left me for 4 years. Kept leaving my messages on red. Never came back. Meanwhile, what did I do? I never left you at all. I always tried my best to find you all this time. I never knew what would happen if I lost you. And now you're just telling me that you didn't want to see me? What a joke. Why don't you want to see me? Why? Why did you left?
Because I'm guilty, Nat. I don't want to hurt you.
What do you mean? Are you freaking serious? You're becoming crazy.
Nat, I've tried everything to save you. You have to leave. You're not even supposed to be here. You need to... You know what? Never mind.
I need to what? Go on.
I guess I'll have to finish this job myself.
Whoa, wait a second, buddy. Do you know we can still talk about the situation, right? There's no need for you to take that out.
I have to, Nat.
Mentor, please, talk to me.
If we continue this conversation, it would lead to nowhere.
Mentor starts hitting Nat, but Nat doesn't want to fight him back. As Nat runs, he's still trying to talk with Mentor. Then Nat remembers that these are ruins and that earlier on he saw a lot of gravels falling down when he was in that corridor. So he started running and then placed a block of honey right above him. Nat looks back and Mentor starts speaking in chat.
You're stuck in this world now, Nat. You will eventually have to face the truth.
Is this what you wanted to do the first time you see me after 4 years? What a great pal you are.
So, like we see in this part, we finally get the name of this mysterious person, Mentor Raven. The one behind the creatures. The one who left Nat behind. The one who died. Something is off. If we saw the death certificate about Mentor, then who is this guy? Unless Mentor died and he's not real. But what about this world? What if this world isn't real too and it was just an illusion of Nat? See, we saw Mentor's certificate. I guess since he was the one on the tombstone, he's the one dead. But if we look at who sent the creature, it is mentioned Raven. And now that we know that they're both the same person, he was the one who sent all those creatures. Does that mean that Nat's friend wanted to kill him? But why? He said to Nat that he needs to get out of here. It feels like Mentor knows something about this world that we don't. And I guess we need to step forward in order to solve this madness. Then he continues walking in that corridor, the same corridor where he walked in before Mentor revealed himself. But something is different. The entrance of the arena is open, but the last time Nat came here, there was only one, the one where he came from. And now it is open. Nat enters the giant arena. In the center, there is a flame sparkling.
I've told you. You're stuck in here, Nat.
I don't want to see you. Why are you like that? Why did you change so much? Wait, Mentor, are you the one who built all this?
No. You're the one who did it.
What? I never did. I never seen this place before.
And yet you still did.
What are you talking about? What were you going to say earlier when you said you need to? What do you want me to do?
I will explain to you, but this would be too soon.
You literally wanted to kill me like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't want to kill you earlier. I knew you would have chose this path and joined me in this arena. I redirected you here to talk. Right, pal?
Mentor, what happened to you? You seem so different. Too different.
I'm not real, Nat.
Yes, you are. I don't understand what you're trying to say. You are real, Mentor. You're my best friend, and I haven't seen you in a while because you left, Mentor. What happened to the kind of Mentor I used to play with?
Let's just go back to the spider's nest, and I'll answer everything you want to know. It would be easier.
Shut up. I don't want to hear you and your stupid madness.
I forgot how stubborn you were. Don't you want to know the truth about this place?
I never wanted to be a part of this world.
I thought you wanted to talk. This is your chance.
Fine.
Follow me, my friend. I'll lead the way.
So, you're telling me I've built all this?
Not really. All those creatures, they're not real. They are illusions of your problems. And this nest, this is the nest of your problems.
What? Problems?
Do you remember that time when you felt lonely? After I left you. You wanted to forget everything. You felt guilty. And you did. You forgot everything. And you've been in denial for 4 years.
Guilty? Guilty of what?
Guilty of my death, you dead brain.
What?
I died a long time ago, Nat. I told you. You forgot.
That's not true. Then how are you here?
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I'm not real. I'm just a mess in your mind. This is why I don't want to see you, and that I wanted you to leave. I'm hurting you in some way, and you know that I would never let a pal in pain. The more you stay in this place, the less sane you became, and the last solution to get you out of here was for me to confront you.
What about this world? It seems so familiar, yet so different.
This world is dead. It's all an illusion of yours, Nat. You searched for comfort in this game, and yet, you were still so lonely even after my death. No one to talk to, because no one knew me like you did. And no one knew you like I used to. This place is a place where your imagination and your feelings are combined to give this illusion. But at least in this place, I can say my last wishes for you. Nat, thank you for being the best pal to me.
Anytime. I wish we could stay like this a little longer. Can't we?
Oh, Nat, I was never supposed to see you again. It hurts too much to see you. After leaving you, I'm sorry.
You don't have to be. It's not your fault.
No, I'm sorry for this.
For what?
Goodbye. Wake up, Nat.
Nat woke up, but not where he was in the village. Not when he put his spawn point in the village. When he looked down, there was bedrock. But when he looked up, he saw a big tunnel. It looked like he dug all the way here. And that's when we realized that he was maybe dreaming from the start. The coordinates didn't glitch at the start. He just began to sleep and let his hand rest on the mouse, and started digging without realizing that he started a whole adventure, which in the end was just one illusion from his mind, with him and the person he loved the most. Nat towers up back to the surface, and when he reaches the end, he sees it. The world he has created 4 years ago with his friend. The Buddy City, the Dark Forest, and the game of tag, the sunflower garden, and the lake. Everything was here. Except for one thing. And when we look at Mentor's journal, we realize that everything was here.
If you're Nat, what are you doing in my house? Get out! Day 1. Nat told me to write in a journal. He said it'd make my mind more clear, especially since my illness got worse. Well, I don't know what else to write more. Day 23. Nat and I built a village for fun. We decided to call it the Buddy City. For me and my favourite buddy. And, well, Nat started to burn one of the houses down because he didn't like it. Day 24. Nat wanted to play tag in the spruce forest right next to our civilization. Except, he didn't know the rules quite well. Day 25. I started putting sunflowers around because I thought the village needed more colours in it, and because they make me feel more calm. Day 26. Today, Nat and I went on an expedition to gather around some blocks to build an arena. Nat wanted one because he wanted me to teach him PvP, so we fought. And I can say he has potential in it. He just needs some more training. Day 27. My illness got worse, the doctor said. I feel more and more tired every day. I just wish to spend more time with my favorite person right now. Day 28. If you're Nat, stay here and read this last message. Well, if you're reading this, I left the real world. It means that I died. My condition got worse. The doctors couldn't do anything. My family's crying, and so will you. I'm in the hospital as I write this letter. Even if the screen hurts my head, I wanted to tell something to you for one last time. Thank you for spending so much time with me during my last week of living. And thank you for just playing with me. Even if we only played through a screen, it meant a lot to me. I hate saying farewells, so instead, I've written this quote for you instead, my pal. If I ever die and leave your side, please do not cry. Do not be sad. Just wish me luck in the sky. Mentor. To the pal who was near my side.
One last thing. Remember the inventory? Well, I did promise to solve it, and I found out what it meant. During the video, we just needed a key because it was a Veganeer cipher, and the key was written on the sign from the start. The fountain in the Buddy village was the key. And the message? Well, I'll let you guys read.